And we don't need to do the things we don't want to do. Baby, while we're young,
color, there is no another. With your hand in mine, let me go by your side, let me go by your side. I wanna stay in your sunlight, I wanna wake up with you by my side. Without you there is no tomorrow. We could be in for the best ride, want this to last for the rest of our lives. Without you there is no tomorrow. Sometimes I wonder where you came from. You are special, yeah, you're special. Everything about you is so beautiful. I am all yours if you let me stay. You're the one who gives my life color, there is no another. With your hand in mine, let me go by your side, let me go by your side. Stay in your sunlight, I wanna wake up with you by my side. Without you there is no tomorrow. We could be in for the best ride, want this to last for the rest of our lives. Without you there is no tomorrow.
China Chat here. It's Wednesday night or Wednesday afternoon or maybe even Wednesday morning, wherever you are. We have an exciting panel for you tonight. And guess what? It's open mic and I'm hearing maybe it's open call. Well, I'm going to bring on the panel. Here we go. Here's everyone and say hello, everybody.
You're such a great host, Alex.
I'm trying. You know, it's a little bit more informal on Wednesdays. As you know, on the weekend, it gets pretty wild there. I mean, the topics get pretty heavy, and sometimes it's nice during the week to just kind of kick back with a fun panel. And hey, we don't know what's upon us here. This show is pretty much being guided by the viewers. So if you want to ask any of this 4 questions, you guys know what to do. You know the drill. Also, if our mods are out there, make sure everybody hits that big, what do they call it? That big thumbs up thing. What are we calling that, Jerry?
I would say just be brave and go ahead and click that like button.
Well, Jerry's got a new mic, so I'm going to pass it over to Jerry. And you have some soda there, or is that beer? What are you drinking?
Yeah, actually, I'm sipping on a nice beer here. Hello, everyone, and I want to say hello to all the viewers that tuned in on all the panels channels, and to the panels. It's such an honor sitting between the best host in China and these 2 beautiful ladies on my other side. Look at the hair, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, done just for you guys out there. Anyway, if you don't know me, my name is Jerry. I live in Qingdao, China. I'm the guy with a weird accent because I'm from South Africa. Hello, everyone.
Okay, going over to Amy. Amy, are you changing your name to Platinum in China, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I did get a haircut today. My first trip to the hairdresser in, I think, over a year. And I did touch up I am naturally blonde, just as in case anyone was wondering. But if you look back in some of my past videos, I do often get some highlights, and it had grown out a little bit. So I've just evened that up a bit. And yeah, greetings from Sydney. It's getting cold. I've got a heat pack here. There's a fire on downstairs.
No. Is it
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, Sydney. Well, Australia, we go into winter when most of the world goes into summer.
Right.
But Sydney winter is really nothing too fearful. It's currently let me tell you how hot what the temperature is right now. It is currently it's 12 degrees, and I'm like freaking out.
Oh, fantastic. You know what I wanted to do, guys? I don't know if we can do it, Jerry. A lot of these viewers don't get to see, is it Douyin?
That's right, yeah.
Douyin? A lot of the viewers here only get to see the American TikTok or the Western TikTok, but hardly anybody gets to see the Douyin, which is the owner of TikTok, from China. You guys see it, but here in Thailand, we see the Thailand version. But I tell you, on my phone, I have the Chinese version. I'm sure you guys are aware of that, and it's really hilarious. So it'd be kind of cool if we could play some clips on the show. I don't know how we could gear that up, but we should look at that anyway. Nico, say hello. Say hello.
Well, I don't actually have TikTok or Douyin. I think I'm a little bit behind the times. Hi, everyone. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just want to say thanks for tuning in. I can't actually reply to your chats live because I can't use my VPN whilst I'm on the internet. Otherwise, I might lose my internet. So I'm here. I appreciate all your messages. So keep sending in your comments, and I can still read them. I just can't reply to them. And whilst you're freezing, Amy, I am so hot. It's 24 degrees here, but it's been about 30 today here in Beijing, but it's currently like pouring down with rain. So it's cooling down a little bit. So sorry if I'm a bit shiny from the heat here in Beijing.
I'll wear it.
So group, I'm going to do this now. We're going to be waiting for everybody to, if they want to ask any questions, just, fire away. Super chats are always greatly appreciated. And while you're doing that, Jerry, take over the mic for a minute here. I'm going to fire up my Douyin here, and I'm going to grab a couple of funny videos. I'll just play them, okay? I'll just kind of show them up to the screen, but take controls for a second, yeah?
All right, let's do this. So everybody, please drop your messages in the side chat, your questions. We want to answer them. And the reason we do this is because we want to let you understand what we think about China. And, there's so many questions out there that we get on in our comment sections, and this is the only way you can interact with us live. You can ask 3, 4, 5 questions if you still don't understand, and we will try to explain to the best of our abilities. So shoot that questions in the side chat. I've got one already for Nico, and it says, what are you up to in China? That is from, I'm not even going to try pronounce that name, but it's Elidininia Niba Boran something.
She's from Scotland. We were chatting earlier in the group.
Scotland. This is skinny.
Yeah. And she can speak Chinese also. She's very talented.
Wow, whereabouts in Scotland are you from? I live really close to Scotland back home because I live in the northeast of England. What am I up to in China? Well, eating, drinking. No, I live here because I work in China. I've been working here for 3 years. First as an English teacher, and now I am a kids TV presenter for the English school.
Oh, so you do that stuff, you stand in front of the green screen and they broadcast it live, yeah?
Not live. Actually, mine's pre-recorded. So
nice.
I stand in front of the green screen and we have like a team of animators and we make these like magical lessons. And I play different characters like superheroes. And,
nice.
Can we get some of this content? Like, is there a website I can visit?
No, thank God. It's on the app. So I do have like some kids from around China, like they're like parents will be like, oh my gosh, it's Nico from the app.
That's so funny.
What I do. I think though, I kind of keep saying to my team, like we should make some Douyin videos because like we have all like the green screen stuff, so it'd be really cool to kind of make some like funny clips from it. But yeah.
Well,
that's
Sorry,
that's
guys,
pretty.
I'm gonna
That's
get
pretty
this
awesome.
working.
Before
worry,
you
I'll
go,
get-
I've got one for Amy over there. There's somebody asking, are you going to vlog Saturday's meetup? So I don't know what that is all about.
Yes. So if anyone watching this is in Sydney right now, super excited to announce that I'm going to be doing a meetup on Sunday. It'll be socially distanced. We're going to keep it really safe. And if you want more information about that, you can follow me on Facebook. Lol. I don't know if anyone really uses Facebook anymore, but it's the only place you can find that could organize events easily. So all the information is there. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know whether it would be cool to vlog it or not. I don't really know how anyone will turn up. So that could be super awkward vlogging that, waiting for everyone to come and no one's coming.
Of course you're vlogging it. What are you talking about? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course. Absolutely, man. I was there.
Far my parents are coming. So I have two guests. They're also coming as like security. I don't know. Dad was like, I'm going to come just in case there are any weirdos.
That's so cute.
Or if you're a weirdo,
Awesome.
my dad will be there.
Well, you should
As
have
a
told
kid,
us. I
back
mean,
up.
well, who do we got in Australia? Who can go down to make sure that everything's going to go well? We'll send Kurt over there. Guelo will come down there. He's a one-man wrecking crew.
Yeah, awesome. You'll have to do this compulsory 2-week quarantine in a hotel first. But if he's willing to do that, I would love to have him at my meetup.
Oh, fantastic.
That's cute. If I was in Sydney, Amy, I would come.
Okay,
yeah,
When we're
me
back
too.
in Beijing, hopefully next year, we will be doing meetups of our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
In China.
Guys, I might
might
bring a guest in later, Jerry, on the show. He's a guy that's been following us. He's been in China. He's been in Thailand. His name, I will tell you guys in a minute here. He just added me. He's wants to come on and say hello to everybody. So we're going to do that a little bit later, okay? I'm not going to spook everybody out just now by bringing everyone on the show. All right, we got some more questions coming up here. I lost track. I'm sidetracked today here. Okay, so somebody was asking the situation in Beijing for you, Nico. Situation in Beijing.
So I don't know if you have recently been on my channel, but I just released a video about it on Monday, talking about the situation here in Beijing. Obviously, I'll cut a long story short. And right now, it doesn't feel like it's that different for me. But obviously, there's lots of stuff going on all around the city. So if you check out my most recent video, it'll give you 10 minutes worth of information, and it'll show you what it's like around where I live. But I'm quite far away from where the outbreak actually happened. So for me, it feels like it's felt for the past 2 months. I have to get my temperature checked when I go in places. I have to show my ID card to get in my street. And I haven't actually been to any restaurants or anything yet because we've been working from home. But maybe we'll try and go somewhere tomorrow and see what it's like. But I've been cycling around and it seems pretty normal. There's people on the streets and everyone's wearing masks. But yeah, if you want a bigger look, then check out my most recent video because that'll tell you all about it.
Okay, so what is the mood there right now? Is it a mood of kind of is everybody apprehensive, anxious, or is everyone like, oh, not this again, here we go?
Obviously I'm in a lot of WeChat groups, which is a really great way of staying up to date on the information. And in the groups, people are kind of no, but they seem to have it under control. They're doing lots of testing, and it seems to be confined to that sort of area at the moment. Everybody, I live in a hutong, and I don't know if you found this when you lived in Beijing, Amy, but the people in the hutongs are pretty so there's people walking around without masks on where I live. They just don't seem to give a shit.
They've been through literal wars, so they've seen worse.
Yeah, the old. I'm talking about the older generation. They're hard as nails here in Beijing, and I'm just cycling around
So we got another question in here. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Nico. We got a question from Junebug10 contribution. Thank you very much for that. Did you guys participate in the 9/18 shopping festival? I read the shopping spree netted $1.4 trillion. Do you guys know anything about that?
No.
Well, I know
I-
about the 11/11 shopping festival, and I
Yes,
know
yes,
that there's also one for 501.
Oh, that
It's
the
520,
Valentine's Day.
20th of May, 520.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that there's a 9/18 one. I'm behind the times.
Oh,
But I
didn't know that.
definitely have participated in 11/11 shopping sprees on Taobao when I was in China last. Yeah, a lot of my money has gone down the Taobao rabbit hole.
Jerry, are you a big
Mm-hmm.
Taobao buyer?
Well, yeah. I'm like a little lady if it gets to 11/11.
What's
I
on
buy
your
a
wish
lot of-
list?
Dude, I buy a lot of stuff. What I do is I just go because you see, here's the thing. It's so crazy, right? The AI is so amazingly structured here in China. It knows what you want, man. Your phone just know what the hell you want. So if you just open up your Taobao, it just pops right into your face, and it's like, oh, I forgot about this one. I was supposed to buy it last month. Oh, it's 11/11. Let's buy it. And you were supposed to look for, I don't know, some maybe baby bottles in my case, but I end up buying some camera gear and stuff like that. So yeah, but my wife, she's the crazy one if it gets to Taobao. God damn it, man! And I'm the one paying.
I'm quite embarrassed to admit this, but I don't have a Taobao.
Oh really?
Okay.
Nico, I can help you. Maybe we can vlog about it.
Yeah, I mean, I have other ones. I sometimes use the English version, like Baopals. It's more expensive.
Okay.
Though. I've just never kind of got round to it, and I think that's probably because I have no self-control, and I'll probably.
And
just,
also, I guess it's hard to use the platform if you can't speak Chinese. I think all the best deals you kind of find if you can read Chinese.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think-
yeah.
I think AliExpress. Come on, nobody knows about AliExpress.
Isn't that mostly
Serious.
for like
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
wholesale?
No, that's Alibaba, but AliExpress is actually owned by Alibaba, and it is a mirror to Taobao, but in English.
But that is more expensive.
Just a little bit, but not much more.
But you
Not
see,
much.
dude, I don't want to give out 1 RMB more than what Taobao is telling me. If I can't read in Chinese, I don't give 2 shits because that little picture shows me exactly what I want. If I see I can get it for cheap there, dude, I just click the buttons, and at the end just scan my finger and push that payment through.
Take my money.
Okay, you guys, who's got Douyin on their phone? Who's got it?
I do, of course.
Okay, fire it up. Now we're probably gonna have to take this down right after anyway this video. Or do you think we'll get in crap if we show some of these videos here?
Nah, it's not. No, not at all.
Well, copyright laws here.
I don't know. Well, anyway, they won't be up long enough anyway. We'll take them down. So let's have a look here. All right. Blondie, what do you got on your end there?
Well, I'm just doing a little schwa.
Little scan. Okay. And Jerry, get yours going.
All right.
I'm trying to
here
find
we
the
go.
one.
All right. Okay, I've got one here.
I think that Western TikTokers can learn a lot from Chinese Douyin. There are some hilarious, like a little peanut man.
Yeah. Okay. Here, I've got one ready to go. Here we go. Oh gosh, what is that one?
I don't know.
All right. Here's somebody that got a birthday cake. Okay, you guys ready for it? Here we go. All right. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, I can't really show it.
Oh.
Well, that's terrible. I'm gonna get it looking better than that, guys. That looks terrible. Anyway, it's a guy shooting out cash in a birthday cake. I love it.
That's fine.
So the kind that I want next week.
That's your birthday.
All right. Yes.
Oh, it's your birthday next week.
Yes. Somebody asked. Somebody.
Why?
June 30th. That's somebody said me. They always said, "Why June 30th is a crazy day for a birthday?" I said, "Well, that's when in Canada, that's when everything expires. You ever have something that says expires June 30th?" Like coupons expire June 30th because it's technically the start of summer. Uperman, can I get that in the US? No, you can't. And that's why we wanted to show you guys. And I can't. I got so much reflection off my camera.
Yeah,
Can't get
same.
Yeah.
in the US?
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can only get
TikTok,
the
though.
TikTok. That's what I was talking about. You can't get the the version of that. Somebody asked if it was a red packet printing machine. It was a birthday cake, and the guy pressed the button in the middle, and it shot out a bunch of yen. David Wells says he loves the hair, Amy.
Oh.
All right. That's working out for you. Now, somebody, Han says, AliExpress is perfect for wholesalers like bottom prices for everything. That's Alibaba and AliExpress. Here's Lost Expat, who will try to get on the show a bit later. You should be fine with TikTok and Douyin, okay? All right, we're going to continue to blast through these. Thank you very much. Amy, you can help us out with this one here.
That's just his name, which I believe
right.
in Chinese is pronounced as DSC, like his, yeah.
Here we go.
But he
TikTok
did say
is-
that
Sorry.
he did say in a follow-up comment that it looks like there's going to be an October opening for foreign teachers in China. And I was about to reply, oh, damn, if only I was a teacher. If only I was an English teacher.
Yeah, I heard that a few weeks ago, but I'm not sure whether that'll still be the same with the recent outbreak.
I don't know.
But
I don't know what's going to
just
happen.
anymore.
I'll be happy if I can go back next year at all.
Well, we have, as of last Thursday, there's been quite a large Chinese crew in Thailand here. As you guys know, that Thailand and China, Chinese is the biggest travelers here. We get 12 to 15 million a year just in Thailand. So it's their #1 travel destination. And the government kind of put out, they called it travel balloons or whatever, something like that, a travel balloon. And it meant that if that country shows responsibility, this country shows responsibility, they'll have a bilateral agreement. Now, the first round went by and the hotels weren't having any of it. They said, no, we want lesser restrictions to come because, who wants to go on a vacation and have 14 days quarantine and test when they come there? It's just not going to fly. So that went under the rug immediately. So I guess they were testing out the waters, and it didn't fly. Anyway, so I think we're going to see, I would say July 1st, we're going to see a lot of changes in the world. I don't know if you guys think the same, but I just have a feeling. We saw the United Kingdom roll back here just yesterday. They really rolled back their, we'll call it quarantines, their social distancing. They basically just said, let's go. Now, what's amazing about where I am, guys, is that we've had, I think we're ranked 123rd in the world for cases and deaths. I mean, it's been very responsible here. And they're like, we got to prepare for the second wave. We're like, well, the first one
we're
really...
experiencing somewhat of a second wave here. Melbourne, a city in Victoria, has reported like a spike in cases. But when I say spike in cases, it's been like double-digit figures, like 20 to 30 people a day. So, but yeah, they're thinking of putting Melbourne back on lockdown because of that.
Oh no! Yeah,
but I guess it's inevitable. Like, there are still cases every day, and all it takes is one super spreader to, go to a rally or a protest, which is the situation in Melbourne. There've been a lot of Black Lives Matter protests, and as a result, it's been responsible for spreading COVID. But yeah, it's crazy.
I think that's the difficult situation. Like, if it's in other countries, it's always gonna spread, obviously this has come back again in China, whether it was dormant, whether it's come from somewhere else, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, but we didn't have any cases and then it's come back, and the same there, and if it's so prominent in other countries, like, it's just going to keep spreading. And just don't.
Since we have to continue to pile through these questions, Tim K, I know him very well, and he's trying to pull me into this a bit here, guys.
Yes.
Okay, Tim,
This is the guy that plays in Vietnam, I think, right?
No. Tim K is a good buddy of mine from
Philippines.
Philippines. Yeah. He's a great guy. We always have very cool chats. The U.S. just mobilized 3 aircraft carriers to the Pacific. Thoughts?
Whoa.
Panel?
Well, I thought it's scary, but I don't know about it. I haven't seen it yet, but scary.
Pacific, where in the Pacific?
We'll get some clarification on that because Tim is the moderator on my channel,
Very-
so we
very
will definitely get some moderating on that. You know, I just don't see it. When I was in China, guys, in Chongqing, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but anytime I entered into a conversation with someone about the U.S., they're like, yeah, it's a great country. They talked about famous landmarks, the Statue of Liberty, you know, they talked about, the White House, and they had nothing but good things to say. So I'm not sure where this, I don't know, Jerry, where does this negative stuff come from? Why is everybody being so negative, man?
Well, dude, absolutely, because people, I don't know, I've got my theories, but I don't want to end up as a conspiracy theorist. But if it gets to China, it's 100% just the world are, well, the world is 100% jealous and pissed off with China with the whole virus, obviously. But I guess they are jealous because with the Chinese different way of, different systems they are implementing over here, they are winning, or not winning, but they are controlling this virus better than the rest of the world. And I guess the democratic countries, they just can't stand it.
I see that. I see that in my home country a bit. I don't think that's just, as I was saying, I don't think that's just an American thing at all. I mean, we've seen South America really struggle with this. We've seen, countries in Europe. I mean, Italy got absolutely smoked. I mean, it got smoked at the start here. So I think it's just a time where, we've just got to reflect. There's going to be a lot of stuff. I mean, can you imagine when this is all over, guys?
I can't wait. I haven't seen my boyfriend in 4 months, and I don't know when I'm going to see him next. I'm actually applying for my Polish passport at the moment, so because my mum is Polish, so I'm actually thinking that I'm going to have some kind of Polish citizenship and passport and get to Europe that way before I can get there any other way.
Oh, wow.
That's such a shame, Amy. I think long distance relationships are hard enough when you actually know when you're going to see the next person. But when you have no idea, I just can't imagine how difficult that is for you right now.
It's the uncertainty because this is the first time we've ever been apart and not known the next time we're going to see each other again. Usually before we say goodbye, we know, okay, I'll see you in 2 months or I'll see you in 35 days.
Look forward to it.
Exactly. But now it's not only I don't know when that's going to be. It's every day I watch the news, I feel depressed because it's oh, maybe no travel until 2022. And I'm
So you guys know what I'm going through because Guelo left me. And
don't you dare.
He stayed here. No, but and Tim K left me. These are 2 guys that are in my chat right now. They were here. And I had them here, and I was trying just to convince them to stay another week, and then they would have been locked down and they would have stayed here. But you know what? The good flip side to it is I got Michaela Ponte. He's also a content creator on YouTube. You guys know Michaela Ponte, right? Yeah, he's I got him instead.
Actually, Alex, we were just in Bangkok before for the Spring Festival. We came to Bangkok for the Spring Festival, and so we just got back. Well, I mean, China closed its doors in February, but we came to the Spring Festival to Bangkok and then came back to China. And we were debating. We were like, shall we stay in Thailand a little bit longer? So
should have gone to Alex's hostel.
Well, it's a content creator lounge, and it's fully booked right now with Michaela Ponte. He's been here for a while, but no, we're having a good time, and the city is starting to come alive again. It's can you imagine? We had a curfew here, guys. And we had, we weren't allowed out, and then we had an alcohol ban. Things were getting really, yes, we had an alcohol ban.
That would last.
South Africa's got a cigarette ban.
Oh, didn't know that.
Why are they trying to make life even worse?
You know what, guys?
Exactly.
Ponte said thanks. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what that means, but he said thanks. Something else I wanted to point out. It's funny because my intentions were to come back, and then I was supposed to go meet Kurt in Nanning in the 20th of February. Had my ticket booked, and he's like, yeah, no problem. So he said, I'll come down to see you, and then I was going to go back with him. I thought this thing is going to blow over. It didn't. And then I thought, okay, well, why not go to the Maldives? So I can't believe it. I'm putting out these videos soon, but I went to the Maldives. You guys are going to... I went there. I was the only one at the airport with my wife. We got on the plane. We got off the plane. We're in the Maldives, and we're there for 8 days. And I was like, Yulia, I think things are starting to really close down. I was getting messages from all my friends who are like, hey, man, the world's shutting down. I'm like, looking at my watch, I'm like, well, maybe we could be stuck here, I guess, for a few months. It's fine. But as our last day we were there, they were basically like, we're going to take you guys to the airport, and you're leaving. We're like, oh, okay. Anyway.
Well, at least you made it back.
What is the hardest thing you guys have had to deal with during this? I know it's sad to not be able to be with loved ones, but besides that, what is the hardest thing to deal with during these lockdowns? Anybody want to take that?
Oh, I know my hardest thing.
Oh, please, Nico, you go first.
Well, this might seem a bit trivial, but my hardest thing was the fact that we fostered a puppy. I don't know if any of you saw her in our video. We fostered a puppy for a while, and the hardest thing for me was the fact that she got adopted and we had to say goodbye to her. Because then it made it like really awful to be stuck in the house, because I'd come back in and I'd expect to hear her barking, and she wasn't there. It was really, really sad. So I kind of felt like I lost someone. I know it was a puppy, but I felt like we grieved for a few weeks. Me and Jack cried quite a bit, but we're getting through it, and it's got a little bit easier these past few weeks. But once we went back to work, so yeah, that was my hardest thing.
Jerry, hardest part?
Well, this is a little bit different than Amy, but I'm a man. I'm married here in China. I love my wife. She's beautiful. Everything is cool about her. Family great. Everything just cool. I just want to put it out there. But
beautiful. It's true.
Exactly. I even did some serenade songs for her. My guitar's here in the back. We had an awesome few nights, if you know what I mean.
Don't get me started, Jerry. People have given me hell for karaokeing on the mic. They have.
But anyway, to be kind of honest, for me it was kind of hard, because I used to go out for work, and I leave the house around 6:30 in the mornings and come back around 7 o'clock at night. So we were stuck in the house for 4 to 5 months together, constantly. That was for me a little bit hard, man, to be kind of honest, and I think for her as well. But I also want to twist it to a good thing. There's always a happy ending on my stories. I think we discovered new things from each other, learned some new do's and don'ts. But it was definitely not easy. Let me tell you that not a lot of people speak about this, but I promise you, married people, that all of a sudden, you are chucked into a little small house together, and you need to stay there for 4 to 5 months together. It's like reinventing or rediscovering your relationship, man.
You've got kids as well, Jerry, right?
Yeah, well, one. The other one is coming the 10th of October, so she's pregnant as well. So you can imagine.
Yeah, I can imagine that being quite
Holy shit. And I've got okay, here's the thing. Everything in my house is woman, all right? My dog is a female. I've got 3 birds. They are female. My wife, she's pregnant with a little baby daughter, and I've got a daughter. God damn it, man. And my only sister alive is a woman. And so... yeah, but I love all of them. Let me just make it clear. I love all of them.
Aww.
Well, I think as you guys know, Wednesday we will get to some deeper topics. But as you know, Wednesday's a little bit more casual. It's kind of like a warm up to the Saturday shows. And when we do those Saturday shows, I mean, last week I did about 30 hours of research before I got on the show. But Jerry, I'm going to add to that point. This thing, I think the hardest thing that I've gone through during this phase is I'm from North America. I have North American friends. I have Chinese friends. I've tried to tell the Chinese friends, don't worry. I tried to tell the American friends, don't worry. But we have such division now going on. And it's gone to the level of friends. It's gone to the level of families. It's gone to the level of workmates. It's gone to the level of countries not liking other countries. I mean, I've seen it happen when we were here, I keep referring back to Ponty, but when he first got here in Thailand, Italy was in the headlines everywhere. People were terrified they wouldn't even, they canceled some of his hotel reservations here because he had an Italian passport. It was, so every nation is feeling it, and finally we're coming out of it. But, I don't know the damage yet on what's going to happen here emotionally.
It's yet to come. It's yet to come.
Financially to people when the mess is all gone. And, the mental health that this does, I think they're going to come up with a completely new, syndrome from this. I mean, it's going to be... so many people are affected. And you're right, Jerry. This has put everybody in relationships in that contained box.
Oh, yeah.
It shows you how powerful a relationship you're in, whether you're apart or you're together, or it might even mend it. And that's the beauty about it. It's slowed things down to the point where it's made couples sit there and say, we're in this together. Because really, everybody, even the world's in this together, man. Massive unemployment. I mean, outside my doors here, 32 million people on state aid. That's almost 50% of the 50% of the population. So people are coming together, and that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Anybody else want to add to that?
I think there's going to be a lot of positives and negatives that come out of all of this. One of the positives, I feel like it must be good for the environment, like with the not as many flights, not as many cars on the road, no cruises really happening at the moment. No one wants to be on a cruise. I'm hoping that at least this is giving the environment a bit of a breather. So I'm hoping that's going to be something positive coming out of it. And people coming together to help each other. I think it's showing us the best and the worst of humankind, like how people deal with uncertainty. And it's been a really crazy time for different people in different ways. I'm excited to come out of it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I did a video about it like a while ago called Life After Lockdown, when we were kind of coming out of it here in China, and everybody else in the world was starting to go in it, to like share some of my responses, because it does give you a lot of time to reflect on like the things around you and appreciate the small things. Like I know you said you found it really hard. Me and Jack kind of really liked working so closely together because we do a lot of stuff together anyway, so it was quite nice to not be at work. And it feels a bit weird now that we're apart, but now we're back working at home together. Swings and roundabouts. But obviously now we're kind of back in the situation, and I'm not sure whether this time it's going to be harder or easier, because kind of thought we were getting out of it and kind of have gone back into it a little bit. Like we were meant to be going to Sanya tomorrow on holiday, and that's been cancelled.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's terrible.
It's so good. It's the first time I've not been to Sanya yet. We were like, this is actually the most. We were on the train to Shanghai, and we were like, oh my gosh, should we be really like crazy and book a holiday? And it's the first time we've ever like booked a holiday on a wing, and it's been cancelled. So we're doing that.
Damn, Nico.
I'm seeing some really nice comments in the thing here. Somebody made a really nice comment. I'm going to look it up for you guys. Maybe you guys can read out some from yours.
I saw earlier David Hodges said hi to everyone. He's a big fan. I talked to him quite a lot. So hi, David.
Okay.
Go ahead. Well, are you reading anything, Alex?
No, go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead. I'm just
all
saying.
right. I've got a question. And okay, hey, ladies, because the ladies are with us on the stream tonight, I'm not gonna talk to some people in my side chat. My moderators will take care of them. I promise. I need to show respect. So, but just get out of here, Richard. You idiot. So I've got a question that's been asked over and over and over again. They say, when can they call in? Because they want to speak to Blondie and China and Nico for some other reason. So guys, hey, these girls, they have boyfriends. They are awesome, awesome girls. If you want to speak to them, ask them polite questions, yeah? But they keep on asking this, Alex. So I don't know if you wanna go ahead. And
Jerry, how are we doing the call-in? How do you do the call-in on when you do your show?
Well, we're just gonna send the link in the side chat, and people can click on the link. It will bring them to your studio, Alex, and you're gonna bring them on for us. But we do have a rule. If you guys get ugly, you're just gonna get muted and being called a weasel and being kicked off the show. But if you have some cool questions, I mean, this is your chance to hang out with the beautiful Blondie in China, the awesome Nico, and Alex the Great. You guys know me. I'm just an old idiot.
You hang on to that, Jerry. I'll try to see if
Nico,
I can work something out here.
I can tell you, Jack is a very lucky man. Let me tell you that. That's the truth. Okay, so it's on me. The screen is on me. So I guess I must go ahead and okay, so I'm going to keep going. So yeah, let's see what's going on here in the side chat, guys. And anyway, I just want to bring you to your attention right now that these midweek streams, a little bit more relaxed, chilled back. We just hang with each other. So engage with us. But first, go ahead and click the like button. Be brave. Click that like button on all these channels. Push that share button because that helps us. The algorithm will pick it up and it will help us. So the questions are looking good.
Sorry, Jerry. I'm going to bring in a guy here, and his name is. Let me just find him. Okay, you girls ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just hang on a sec here. Okay.
I'm like,
I just saw one comment.
Ready?
Jerry is a savage, and I like it. I don't know if you guys agree.
I got a funny one here actually about you saying Jerry is the leader of the desperate people.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Alex.
Nice way.
Yeah.
He said haha afterwards.
Sorry. Okay. I'm just queuing somebody up. Okay. So this is
cool.
Totally random. Okay.
Okay. So can I ask the girls these questions because
Please do.
huge
Fire
fan.
away. Go away.
All right. So anyway, by the way, people, I'm a big fan of both these two beautiful girls, and I want to know, Blondie in China, what is your weirdest moment you ever had here in China? Like the weirdest. I mean, like a scary, weird moment.
I have one in mind. So I used to do like a lot of Chinese social media, and I once got like a message in my inbox from this like company that was casting for a movie. Anyway, they sent me a message and they were like, hey, like we're interested in, interviewing you or getting to know you a bit or just having a coffee or something. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, why not? So I went along to what I thought was going to be like a chilled out little coffee interview thing. And I end up going into this like full on audition room. So they're just like, you don't have the opportunity to like say anything. Like it's like, what's going on? I don't know. And I've like led through all of these doors from the receptionist to this door. And then I go into this one and there's like a panel of judges in front of me. And they're like, and then they start telling me, okay, now act like, your friend just died. And how you act that. And then, now pretend you just got gifted a car. Like, how would you react? And I'm no actor. And it was literally the most mortifying thing in my life. I was like, what am I doing here? I don't know what is even happening.
But did you do it actually?
Oh, yeah. I was like, well, you know what? May as well get into it. I started taking video because I think it was probably, like, my acting would have been probably like, oh, no. Like,
oh, brilliant.
I wasn't meant to be an actor. But yeah, that's definitely something that comes to mind. And I got out of that and I was like, what the hell just happened? I've never been so mortified. Only in China.
Only in China. That is a very weird thing. I haven't had anything like that happen to me here.
Nico, you up next. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been in trouble here in China? Did you do something wrong here in China that you were in trouble?
Do you know what? Actually,
Oh, you did?
I did. When we were, well, I mean, not really, but when we were in Shanghai, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we actually got stopped by the police.
Oh, wow.
And we got fined.
What?
You got fined?
Yeah, right. Because we were cycling, and I didn't realize that they have like no cycle roads in Shanghai. So we were cycling, looking for a pub, and we actually got stopped by the police, and we got fined. And I was thinking,
How much? How much did you get fined?
Well, it was like 30 kwai or something. And it should have been 30 each, but like, cause me and Jack were together, he was like, "Oh, you're together?" We're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll let you off." And I was like, it was so strange, because obviously, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys have been to Beijing, but I mean, there are no rules on the road in Beijing. Like, you can cycle everywhere and anywhere. And so I was just like, didn't even realize there was a no cycle sign. I didn't even know that was a thing in China. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't really in trouble, but yeah, we got a ticket, a cycle ticket.
All right. Yeah, Alex, you wanna go ahead?
No, I'm still trying to get this guy hooked up here, ready to go. He's doing it from his mobile, so I'm just need another second here. Not ignoring anybody. I'm just kind of trying to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I want to ask you two girls another question. Last one, I promise. Okay. So, Blondie in China, what is your favorite video of Nico? And Nico, what is your favorite Blondie in China video?
Oh, I thought it was me. Okay.
Oh, I know what will be my favorite video. I am waiting on the video that Nico is going to be doing about how she got married on the Great Wall. I am about that video. But I have a lot of favorite videos. The one that she did about infrastructure was really, really sweet. I thought it tied everything together really nicely, and I learned a lot from that video. But just in general, Nico has such great, because Nico's husband is a videographer, photography, and like it's just beautiful. It's just it's so relaxing to like sit down and watch. So always a pleasure. I love all of her videos, and everyone should go watch them immediately.
Oh, awesome, Blondie. Nico, your turn. Go ahead.
I feel the same. I watch pretty much all of Blondie's videos. So I really liked your 100,000 subscriber video. That was really good, because I liked like learning about your life a bit and like knowing a bit more. But to be honest, there's like so many of your videos that I love. I really loved your Wuhan one when you released that, and it made me like, because it was like right at the right time.
Yeah.
I love your pure tea one, which I know you love as
well. That's my favorite one. That's the one where I was like, I feel like a journalist in this one.
I watched pretty much all of Blondie, so there's so many that I do really like.
That's so sweet.
But fangirls over here.
We can fangirl each other all day long.
So there's a super chat on the. Okay. Go ahead, Alex.
Blondie,
you're back.
What is your favorite video from Reporterfy Media?
I am particularly liking your Chongqing series.
No, I had to set you up for that. Sorry.
No, I love Chongqing, and I love you visiting it and showing us all the cool things. So, everyone has such lovely videos. I love all of your videos.
You know why I in Chongqing, when I was watching your videos before I went there, because you're one of the only ones, and who else is it? That other girl, Poppy.
Oh, Poppy.
But I watched your video probably about 20 times before I went to Chongqing.
Oh, amazing.
Because I was like, you're getting all nervous in the elevator, and then you went up to that hostel with all the windows, and I was like, I have to find that hostel.
Did you go there?
I tried to find it, but you didn't put a link in the thing, did you?
I put the name of it on the screen, but maybe it wasn't obvious enough. But that elevator was literally terrifying. I'm not scared of heights, but it was this rickety old elevator, and the hostel was on the 54th floor of this massive building. And literally, as it's going up, I can feel it like shaking from side to side. And then the room that I was staying in, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you can look at my Chongqing video.
It's awesome, guys. It's funny. It's great. I like it.
Oh, the room is incredible. Like, it was a hostel, and my room had like this 180 panoramic views over Chongqing. It was like cheap as chips. It was so good, but I was terrified sleeping in that room. I thought like the building was gonna fall down, but it didn't, which is great.
Somebody in my chat just said, "Ask Amy now and get." Sorry, Caliber, you're saying so. Ask Amy now and get
Ask
to the
Amy now,
hospital
get to the
on your
hospital.
next. Yeah, I'm.
It's called Lonely Village Hostel.
Lonely Village.
Okay, so Jerry, we got a guest coming in.
Yes, sir. Bring me on.
His name is. Hang on a sec. If he could just type his name on Robert, I believe. Robert, can you give me a thumbs up backstage there? Okay, Robert's got a thumb. Guys, this is a first. Okay, we're gonna bring Robert into this. And Jerry, you ready? Okay. Amy, you ready? Here we go. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Robert, welcome to the program.
Hey, buddy.
We don't really hear you. Can't hear you. No sound yet. He's got a good backdrop, though. Oh, I think we hear you. No.
No sound.
No sound yet, but here, let me try. Try now. Try now. It says your mic is muted. Can you unmute your mic on the software on the screen?
Yeah, just click the button, the mic button, buddy.
Yeah. We'll get him. He's
this guy wants to ask the two girls some questions. I can see that.
Just click.
I can see that. I can see that.
Just click the unmute button on the software in front of you there on the screen. I think. No, we don't hear you. Okay.
And
don't worry, we'll
while
give him time. You get ready. We're going to continue to keep
While
moving.
he's busy, guys, the link is in the description, right, Alex? In your side chat, right?
Not yet.
Right,
we're taking this slow, Jerry.
All right. I just want to tell the people, if they want to call in, there will be a link. You just click on it, and it will bring you to the studio, and you can speak to one of these great YouTubers. I will be on the sideline lane, just watching. For if there's some weasels coming in. No, I'll spot them weasels because I know they are around in my side chat. They're not gonna call in tonight. I'll ask my moderators. If there's some good people down there, we can drop the link, guys.
So we can't really get him in on the sound there, but maybe a reboot or maybe refresh your browser. That might work. We'll try. We'll try. We'll just test it backstage your sound, but we'll come back to you in a few minutes. Okay, man? All right. So cool. Onwards and upwards. Okay. Hello, beautiful people by China Crew. Thank you very much for that. Somebody.
What's that, Alex? What's that?
No, I'm not reading it. Keep going. Keep going.
All right.
Keep going.
So. Let me see here. How long I'm sure if you watch Blondie and Nico's videos long enough, you will know that answer. Come on, dude. But anyway, let's ask the girls if you really want. How long have you two girls been in China, and why did you choose to move to China?
Nico, you can go first if you like.
Yeah,
I thought it was 8. Good work.
I thought it was what?
What?
I got my beer on. I have been in China 3 years, just over 3 years. I've been in China just over 3 years. And what was the other question?
And the other question is, why did you choose? Why did you choose China?
Because I have a video about this. So go to my channel and watch my video called Why I Moved to China, I think.
Oh, come on.
Why I moved to China. And I'll tell you everything about it all. But long story short, I was traveling in South America, and China was like the complete opposite end of the spectrum to South America. So that's one reason.
Amy,
I will bore
Damn
you.
good
Go
videos,
watch
by
it.
the way.
Yeah,
Amy,
go watch
what brought you to China?
Well, originally I went to China as an exchange student while I was doing my degree at university in Australia. And then after that, I went back to participate in a Chinese reality TV show, which was a thing on its own, a story for another day. And then because of that TV show, I won a scholarship to go to any university I wanted to in China and study Chinese for a year. So I chose Tsinghua and I went back in 2017. And pretty much since then, I've been traveling on and off to China. So the only years I've really been based in China and been living full time in China were my year as an exchange student and my year when I was studying at Tsinghua. Since then, I've been going back and forth from Australia to China, and now Germany has been added to the mix because I have a boyfriend living in Germany. So yeah, I guess I can say I've been in and out of China for 6 years now. Yeah.
Somebody asked, is Nico having one too many?
I saw that.
I hope so. Get on it. What's it like Wednesday night? Yeah.
Well,
can
it's a holiday. It's a holiday. Tomorrow is Dragon Boat Festival, so everybody in China, happy Dragon Boat Festival for tomorrow. And
Can
so
I ask
actually
you guys?
it's a holiday.
No, Wesley, I'm not asking her that.
What did Wesley ask the question?
Wesley, old school Wolf Media. Yeah, I'm not asking her that. What's you guys? You guys, what's your longest live stream ever?
Whoa.
Probably the one we did the other week about religion in China. That one was a doozy.
Oh, that was a tough one, guys. That was hard.
Never ended.
That was tough. That was hard. Yeah.
I missed that one.
I watched. Partially watched. Well, actually, a few people were in a friend of mine's live stream, Ponty. He did, I think it's 6 or 7 hours live stream from a mobile in Bangkok.
Wow.
And now I think he's gonna attempt a 24-hour one.
Yeah. That's awesome,
Could you do
bro.
it?
I can tell you. Well,
Could you do it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it yet, but I'm gonna do it if I finally the day reach my goals on YouTube. Hey, so by the way, guys, I'm the baby among all these awesome YouTubers. But if I reach some goals, I'm gonna do that 24-hour thing, dude. I've got some serious stuff planning for that day. Trust me. Yeah. It's gonna be a cracker.
Cool.
Trust me.
24 hours? You're gonna do 24 hours?
I'm gonna do a whole day, bro. Well, I'm gonna start.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's. Do you know that movie, or is that too?
Yes, I love that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna. Yeah, go ahead, Jerry. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt that, but luckily it's still far because my goals are still, it's a little bit big. So I'll give Michele Ponte the opportunity first. I don't know how to say his name. It's Michele or Michele.
Michele Ponte.
Michele Ponte is
I've sent him a link. I told him to get his butt on here to say hello. But let's see if see if he's going to do it.
That will be cool.
TBDH20 epic live stream. Oh no, he said that was Ponte's epic live stream, not us. Anyway.
All right. So Nico and Blondie, what will you two do for a $50 super sticker online? Something funny.
What's this? What was the quiz? What?
I will jump on my bed.
What will you two ladies do something funny tonight for a $50 super sticker or super chat?
I'll go behind and jump on my bed. That's what I'll do.
How about that funny acting that you were talking about earlier?
Sure. You know what? You can give me something, a mood or an emotion I need to act, and I'll act it out.
Okay, guys. I can't believe he took. I don't know where he is, but here he is.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Michele Ponte.
Where are you, man?
I cannot answer this question, Alex. I'd be ashamed to show where I am. So.
You're in my
Wait a minute. Did Tim K send you there?
I am on a mission.
No shame. Just no shame.
Yeah.
Where you're at McDonald's, aren't you?
Well, there is something fresh to drink. I don't like being here. I'm just bored of Thai food. I'm sorry, guys.
Or did somebody kick you out of the house because they had a live stream going tonight?
I heard some voices coming from your office, so I decided to leave. But I was like, okay.
Okay, so we got some questions for anybody that's watching the show here. TDBH20 said this is epic now, so we're hitting epic proportions of it. Anybody got a question for Michael? I know Ponte, Jerry wants to know how to say your name.
Michele.
Like McDonald's or Michele?
Guys, come on. I prefer to learn my name in Chinese instead of saying that in Italian because.
Okay, we got Amy for that. Amy, over to you.
Yep. What's your
Michele Ponte, Michael Ponte in
Michael
Chinese.
in English.
You don't have a Chinese name already?
No, he's
no.
asking you what it is.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I guess the best one would be like Micah.
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 Yeah.
Right?
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's super feminine. Super girly. But okay. I mean,
Super girly. I think it's great.
I am in Thailand, so it can be a girly name. Like here,
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
you're not just there for the drink, man. What
Nah.
What else is going on? Come on, what else is going on?
What's going on? I have
Value meal?
Polish,
Okay.
how's it called?
Well done, bro. Well done, dude. Well done.
Are you having a
And,
happy meal?
Legend.
Yeah, I mean,
Nico's
I'm
asking,
eating it-
happy meal? Happy meal? Nico wants to know. She needs to know.
like a Happy Meal, I cannot even feel one finger. Like, I need something bigger. So, something of the signature collection. It was a special meal, I think only in Thailand.
And you get your choice of pork or beef in Thailand for burgers.
yeah, I mean, every time I say beef, I lose many Indian subscribers. So, I don't know. What should I answer?
Oh, hilarious. Well, Ponte, we're going to let you get back to your meal. Tim K just sent a super chat saying 7-hour stream Ponte at McDonald's.
No, I would die probably. Cancer, maybe.
All right, fantastic.
Okay.
All right,
Have a
thank you
great
very much
evening.
for that. We're gonna
Thank you, guys.
send you on out. See you, Ponte, and we're gonna try to bring in Lost Expat. Is he ready? Are you ready, man? Okay, let's see if we've got volume. Hello?
Check 1, 2. Can you guys hear?
Oh, wow. Big round of
Yeah,
applause, everybody. All
welcome,
right.
All
right.
Well done.
All right. So, welcome to the program. And wow, that's $1 million view. Oh, look at that. You got horses out in the back there and the stable and all that. And
Oh, yeah.
it's not a green screen. It's awesome.
It's real.
It's real. It's real, Nico. It's real.
I know, I was trying to look and I don't know why I moved because maybe I have had too many views.
Cheers, Nico.
So welcome
This
to
is
the
my-
program. Robert, how are you? Tell everybody about you.
Yeah, I come from LA and I've been living in Beijing for 9 years, and I just really I love living in China, and I just can't wait to get back. But with the lockdown and everything, and I first started off in Malaysia when I first left Beijing because it was really getting pretty serious, and then I moved on to Indonesia, and then it got more crazy over there with the COVID situation, and then I left there to go to Singapore for one day, and then I left to go to California. So it was just a really crazy experience with
So you're
being away from
You're the only
Beijing now for
American.
4 months now.
You're the only American on the panel. Tell us, from an American point of view, China. What do you think?
Oh, I love China. I mean, living there for 9 years, I can't really imagine living here in the USA right now, especially hearing about everyone's politics with the mask situation. Like, even people that I know think that masks don't do anything, and it's just really sad. Australia, South Africa, Canada, they all don't have the same political thing with masks being. I mean, our leader is not wearing a mask because he just doesn't want to. It's not.
But I'm gonna step in on this and try to understand that we get so many opinions by so many doctors. It's really hard to trust. Some countries, even in Europe, say, forget it, we're not even gonna go lockdown, and they've actually come out of it quite good. Then there's people that say, wear masks, don't wear masks. The way I look at it right now is, listen, if I've got to wear one for a while, it's annoying, I'll try it. I'll try to distance myself. If that's what it's going to take for a couple of months, I'll get through it. I know my mother, if I was in my mother has cut off all guests to her house, her daughters and everything, niece, nephews, granddaughters, you name it, from the whole family, absolute cutoff for a year.
Wow.
And
for a year.
that's, well, we're already 6 months into it, and she has lung COPD, lung problems. So
makes sense.
Is she worried that somebody comes in, or is she worried that she can? So there's so many reports in the media. We're never really going to figure this out until it's over. So I think everybody's just got to really try to keep their cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear what you're saying. It's here too. I mean, where I'm at, people feel that it's imported because there's not many cases here. So most of the cases they read on the news here in Thailand, and you can appreciate the Thais are quite nice people. But when the media is pumping to the Thais that all these are imported cases, of course, when people see me walking down the street, they'll go on the other side of the street. Yeah. So it's just that we're at this really hard point in the world right now. It's tough. It's tough for everybody.
Most of the cases are Thai people coming back in from other countries. Normally, it's not Westerners typically. Because
I agree with that, but as I had the guest on earlier, Michele Ponte, try telling him that 5 months ago. All eyes were on Italy. Then they shifted to Iran. Then they shifted to the UK. Then they shifted to America. Now they're shifting to South America, Peru. I mean,
Yeah, it was a little bit like that here. And obviously at the beginning, there was this weird kind of rumor about foreigners bringing it into China. And obviously then when China shut down, then they couldn't say that anymore. So it got a lot easier. I mean, around where I live, like, people saw me every day. So they weren't like... But I know that there was a little bit of animosity maybe towards foreigners a little bit at the beginning because, again, it was told the same.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know how I just think everybody's just got to kind of... I mean, imagine that. I had a party last week, guys, and I think everybody should have one. I had a party where I got booze out, I got my karaoke out, I got people dancing, and I asked everybody at the party, when was the last time you danced to music? Panel?
Exactly, bro. That's powerful. That's powerful.
It's been a while. It's been like 5 months since I've been to a normal bar.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that such a strange feeling? Like, we had the disco lights going in here in the apartment and everything, the music going on, and I just said, wow. The day the music died, man. I mean, it's, I don't know if you guys seen that movie Footloose. You ever see that movie?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Didn't they ban dancing or something like that in the movie or something like that? Dancing was... Anybody remember that movie? What was it about? I know it was Kevin Bacon was in it or something like that.
Anyway, Alex, I just want to add on that point. You are so right, man. The other day I actually thought, actually I miss people, man. In China it's okay now because we are out and about, we can move around. But there was one stage during this whole pandemic thing that I was like, God, I miss people actually. Just being around people, and they were normally, I'm a guy that gets annoyed real quick with people that's in my bubble. I'm one of those people, don't come too close to me because I get annoyed. Don't sit too close to me on the subway. I don't care who you are. It's just who I am, right? But I was like, God damn it, man. I miss people. They can come and annoy me because I really need them in my life. So, yeah, I kind of think... Yeah, go ahead.
Robert, while we got you on the panel, you got some questions for the four of us or anything like that you'd like to ask us?
Just like how are you guys dealing with like being in? I mean, Thailand is one of the better places to be right now because it's summertime all year long, but Australia right now is winter. So I guess Sydney is getting hit pretty hard right now, right? You said earlier there was like 20 something cases a day.
Well, actually, Sydney's pretty good. It's more Melbourne at the moment, or Victoria, that's having a bit of a spike. But you know, compared to a lot of other countries, I think Australia is going pretty well. I think there was like quite a few days where there was zero community transmission Australia-wide, and even now when there's this spike, it's like 20 cases a day. So they seem to have it somewhat under control. But yeah, I'm happy that it's coming into winter. I personally prefer to be a little cold rather than too hot. And here in Australia, when it comes to summer, it can be super, super hot. So I'm very happy to just put an extra layer on. Yeah, doing pretty good. Things are really opening up now. I'm going to dinners with friends and coffees and being really social. I've got a meetup happening this Sunday, so feeling confident enough with the whole COVID situation to actually get a group of people together. Things could definitely be a lot worse, so I'm super, super grateful that, yeah, things are going okay here.
Just put a super chat up there for you, Amy. You can say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm saving up for a new camera, and it's a bit of a joke that me and JK have going on here. He's helping me save for my camera, $5 at a time.
Which camera? Which camera is it?
Nice.
Well, so basically, the annoying thing about my setup is that I don't have a mic port in my camera, but the next model does. But in order to get the next model, it's essentially the exact same as my camera. It has a few extra features, but it has a mic port. And
what's it called?
It's the RX100 Mark 7. So I currently have the RX.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
I'll show you what I'm streaming on right now. Hang on a sec here.
Well, I tried to up my game today. I brought a little microphone, but I can't make the bloody thing work.
I'm on the
hey, that's
the Sony,
super cool, bro.
I'm on the Sony ZV-1.
Inside Alec Reporterfy.
Oh, nice.
And it has a mic jack in there.
Oh.
And it has a well, I'm gonna kill this camera now. Just hang on a sec. How do I do that?
Dude.
What's that?
The ZV-1 has got really good autofocus.
You've got a setup there. Holy shit.
Yeah, it has quite a well there, yeah. Anyway, it's got, so just for anybody that actually cares what some of us go through here. So this is another feature that vloggers need, right?
Yeah.
So it's got a side out view thing here, viewfinder.
Yeah.
Okay. As well as it has this little button here on top that you press for instant bokeh background, blurred background on the fly. It records in 4K and what else? 900 something per second for slow-mo.
Like I looked into the model because it's come out recently and it's been all over my YouTube home feed. But I looked into it and just the zoom isn't big enough for me. When I'm filming, I like to get things from a distance so I don't look like too much of a stalker. So I need something with like a hella big zoom so I can capture those scenes without like being right in their face.
But the cost of this one was pretty good, actually. It was about $700.
RX100 is like 1,400 US. So it's like a significant amount of money to be paying for a microphone jack because that's literally all that microphone jack is right now. Yeah. It's so frustrating.
Let's get Amy some super chats.
What do you use?
A separate microphone. We use like I have a Rode mic and like a separate adapter. I don't know what the fancy name is for it. What's it called? We have a recorder.
Where's the gear? Let's see the gear. We got to see the gear.
I think it's upstairs. Actually, it's packed
and
away. So
and you guys,
we have like a recorder, and then like I have the mic attached, and you record it separately and not to the camera, Amy. So that might be a cheaper option if you're not actually needing to update your camera. Then get a mic and a portable one.
That's a smart decision. I'm just so lazy and I'd have to go through because how I do it, I get so much content and like I have to keep turning on and off and on and off, and then pair it all together. It's not like I get the content all in one, like the shot all in one go, and then I can just match it up. I usually take like a billion takes before I'm happy with how I've set it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jack does all that, so
yeah. Fair enough.
I think it's a must. I think it's a must to have a input into your camera, because otherwise it's going to be too hard to get everything put together. In the end, you do so many takes and you mess up so many times. Not that you mess up, but like I'm just saying, like you end up like clipping this thing together, and you're going to have to, it's just so much more work for the creator when you don't have that jack. But the problem with the ZV-1 is you're going to have such a long selfie stick to get a good quality picture of your surroundings. That's the only problem with that one.
True. I mean, I use that, and I use the FDRX 3000, the Sony. I use that one, so that one you can easily swap over. But I mean, if you've seen the selfie stick that Guelo uses, man, that would be perfect. It's a huge selfie stick, man, he uses. And then these are actually pretty good to get a set of these, guys.
Oh.
Yeah, the wireless.
Yeah.
And these are plug and play. They're much easier, and the roads are good ones too. But I'm going to test these out this weekend if we do the live in the streets thing, so two people can actually walk around with them at the same time, and it feeds into the camera. It feeds into the camera. So I mean, tell us a little bit more. You were in Beijing 8-9 years. You were saying there, Robert. I mean,
yeah.
You got an apartment still back there, or what?
Yeah, I'm still paying rent. Hopefully I can get it doubly soon, but I just don't know when I'm going to be back there. I might just move to Malaysia soon, because I don't want to stay here, honestly, in California, because it's, I just can't really adapt to this place.
Mm. And when did you start where did you start your channel? And I'll go to you after Nico. Sorry. When did you start your channel?
About a year and a half ago.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just had a brief look at some of your videos last night.
Oh, thank you for checking it out. Yeah, I've been to the Philippines. I haven't made a video in Beijing yet, but I filmed quite a few. I just haven't gotten to editing them yet.
Nico's got a question for you.
Where in Beijing did you live?
Chongqing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where are you at? Chongqing area, or?
Yeah, in between Dongse, Xijiao, and Dongse, like in the Hutong there.
I used to live near there. I've lived like in 3 buildings near that area, like Dongbar Hutong. Do you know that place?
Yeah, I think that's quite near. I'm in the Dongse Hutong, so I'm like in the alleys of there.
I love that area, and I love Gulo too.
Area. Yeah, it's like so central, because you can just like easily go to Sanlitun and then easily go to Gulo. So yeah, I really.
And I'm sure you go to Patio Shays and you know Paul and you know everybody there. No. You go to Temple or any bars there?
Yeah, I'm more of a kind of. We usually go to like El Nido and like Sara. I usually spend most of the time in Gulo, to be fair. But,
nice. I love Gulo, and I just love the Hutongs. You've been to Modernista though, right?
Yes, I've been to Modernista. Modernista is great. I love that place. I took my parents there when they came to visit. We went to see a band, and they came with us. It doesn't feel like you're in China at all. It feels like you've got into this like weird, like
1920s.
Yeah, it's very strange. I thought I was back in Nottingham. There's a bar in Nottingham where I used to live in the UK, which was like exactly the same. And I was like, this is so bizarre. I'm in Beijing and I'm in this like 1920s bar. It's very strange.
Like a French, but now they closed off that area, so there's only one exit for the whole building, and it's just a fire hazard, honestly, now.
Yeah. It's a bit of a maze.
Scary times, huh? just scary times. So, guys and girls, Jerry, you have some things that you want to bring up to the panel. I know there's something cooking.
What's that?
Well, should we try to pull this off this weekend? Or should we do it next weekend?
Well,
Are we
that's
ready for this?
100%. I think let's push it one more week. To
Yeah,
get
it's
people.
going to be.
I think it will be cool if you push it one more week. But before we get into this, I just want to tell Lost Expat, hey buddy, you're cool, man. You're really cool. I like having you here on the panel. And dude, you're in California. You're in a dangerous area. There's 2 toxic people walking around you. So what I recommend is keep your face mask on, and
Yeah.
and don't walk into 2 toxic YouTubers over there. Get your ass back in China where you are safe, brother. The streaming, yeah.
You're stuck in South Africa, right?
No, Jerry's
Dude,
in China.
I'm in China, dude. If South Africa is a mess right now. The guys cannot even smoke. So, by the way, speaking of South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, I heard that South Africa is busy breaking through into they are discovering a vaccine. Have you heard about this?
No, please tell us more.
Okay, so first of all, I know South Africa is a banana country in most people's eyes, and most probably is. But the doctors over there are not that bad, and they actually discovered. Well, they made a breakthrough on the vaccine, so you guys can go Google it. It's like on the end. They've got it. According to some some inside info, intel sources, but you guys can go check it out. No, come on, it's not just nonsense. Go check it out. South Africa's got it.
Now. It's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Al Jazeera is working on it.
Well, let's hope
Seriously,
so. Let's hope so.
But anyway, yeah, dude. I'm in China. South Africa is a mess. They cannot smoke, drink, anything over there. It's a total mess. I will never leave this country. I'm staying right here, but I suggest you need to get out of California. It's dangerous there for you, dude. There's 2 toxic people. I'm just warning you.
It's not only dangerous from the virus, it's dangerous because there's a lot of riots and stuff. I mean, I do support the movement, the riots, but it is a bit out of control in some pockets of LA, San Diego, Minneapolis, and New York.
But guys, we're seeing that everywhere. We saw that in United Kingdom. We saw it in France. We saw it in... this is not. I'm not. What I'm trying to do is really get through to people that this is not an isolated country issue. This is going to be a worldwide problem, and this is going to be other nations that we might have some skirmishes and some protests in other countries, but you are going to see, unfortunately, other countries, unless they get their act together here real quick, displaying the same type of behavior. And that's because we have to understand here that people are hurting. They're really, really hurting. And we are very fortunate that, the positions that we are in, at least, there's some people that need help out there. If I can say something to everybody, if you got a friend that you haven't talked to since high school, or if you got a person that maybe you had a skirmish with, I don't know, give them a call, maybe go buy them some groceries, buy them a couple cases of beer. This is the time to do something for your friends, your families, your loved ones, your aunts, your uncles, your grandmas. Call them. Teach your grandmothers how to use Skype, or grandfathers how to use Skype. Get them up on the, the internet. They might, get them, using the tools that we know how to use, because we got all the time in the world now. At least most of us do, the ones that still aren't back to work. And spend that $50 or $100 extra if you got it, and go down and buy a friend some groceries and just knock on his door and say, hey, how's it going? Even if he hasn't called you, because some people, they have their pride and they don't want to show how vulnerable they are. And to say that there's not vulnerable people, my Lord, man, how many million people lost their jobs over the last couple of months here? Millions. And, right outside this door here, we try to do at least something nice every time we go out. Can't save everybody, but something generous. Build up those karma points right now. Build them up, because we're going to need them someday. So, we have to do that. And as creators here, you're going to get some nasty negative comments on your feeds. We don't know who's behind those comments. They could be people hurting. And they could be people that says, I'm really angry at this country because this country did that, or I'm really angry at that person because they done that. We don't know what people, and this is the true test on what people have gone through. I cannot give you a better example, like in my 50 years on this earth that we've gone through. This is our our shot, and we got to get it right. And I can tell you, a couple months ago, filming in Chongqing and coming back and continually going out and filming, I said, we got to do it. We got to entertain people. I mean, everybody's going to be stuck at home for half a year. I mean, watching reruns on television, and that's, I think, guys, why this whole live stream started, is we have to reach out to some people. And I don't know, somebody want to add to that?
Yeah, I've got a question for the panel. What do you think will be the next biggest Hollywood movie? The breakout of the coronavirus or Donald Trump's whole, the White House saga going on there? What do you think will be the next the collusion thing with whole Trump thing going on? What do you think? Listen to my words.
You're in an election year. You're in an election year. You're not gonna. No one's gonna pay attention to Jerry. You're in an election year right now, so you're gonna. It's an election year. I don't know if you. Yeah, but what that means is that.
I know. I know where you're going with this.
There's no time to really.
We live in a sick world right now, Alex. Trust me. Remember.
Can I just go on top of your
Please.
note, Alex? That's a very nice speech, and I completely agree. I think now is the time that we should be trying to help each other and spread a bit of love. And there's just so much hate around the world and on the internet right now, and we should be trying to stick together to fight all these different things that are coming at us in 2020, because we can try and make the world a better place and try and stay positive and come out better from it.
It's divided, and Jerry, we can't. This went way past, and I'm a guy that really pays attention to politics. Trust me, this went way past politics a long time ago. Politics is behind us, and this is now down to what humans can do on this earth, and what they can do with the human power that we have.
I agree with you.
And let's try to leave the politics out of it, and let's try to think about it logically here. What can we do with our nations together, outside of politics? We can blame the Canadian Prime Minister. We can blame the British, the American, whatever. Drop that for a second. What can we do to mend, to get people happy again, and to get people on a positive note? What can we do?
Do live streams with these two beautiful girls in it. And that is what we can do, definitely.
Head, Jerry. You're being so kind to us.
Well, it's the truth. It's the truth. Ladies, anyway, do you have a question for Lost Expat, right? Sorry, man. Do you have a question for Lost Expat?
He has a YouTube channel. You've been doing it for about 18 months now. Ladies, question.
I would love to say that I'm so sorry. We have almost crossed paths so many times, and we've almost seen each other in Beijing, almost seen each other in Shanghai. So hopefully next time we're both in China, we can do a collab. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that we almost met up one time, but actually the virus, when we could have met up, it was just starting off. It was like January 21st or something, and it was like really still pretty sketchy because everyone in China just started wearing masks that week, and it was not the best time. I mean, it was just kind of uncertain. We didn't know how serious it was in Beijing at the time because it was just blowing up in Wuhan, and we had all the viral videos going down, and it was just really crazy.
Yeah.
I really love Chongqing though. Like Chongqing is one of my favorite cities in China because it's just all mountainous and the subway is beautiful. It's like riding on a roller coaster. You go up into the mountain, under the mountain, into the middle of the mountain, and then the city's buildings are just half in the mountain, half off the mountain.
My goal is to get every one of these people on this panel to Chongqing.
Well, I've been 3 times.
The end.
I'll go again.
Yeah, you're gonna go again. And the Barretts are there right now.
Ooh.
Okay.
And they're meeting Xiao. Remember Xiao from the program?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're meeting up, and they're going to be filming for, I think, 8 to 10 days there. I got a comment that's come on the screen, and Lost Expat, did you also leave a message for Amy to try to do a collaboration like I did about 9 months ago and never got an answer?
No,
Did that
actually,
happen
she's
to you
almost
too?
always gotten back to me. And
Must have been my hair, maybe. I don't know.
well, it's just sometimes you get so many messages and you can't really sort them out
No,
so well.
I don't. I'm just winding you guys up. No, I'm having fun with this panel.
Okay,
Guys,
great.
this question here, and I'm really happy that you're here, Emmy. I am. And so it says on the question here, I don't think people will ever be happy. People through 2008 financial crisis was the end of the world. It all seems minor compared to now. I remember that time, but this one here, man, we have shut this globe down completely to a grinding halt for 90 days. I mean, does anybody on this panel have anybody that they know have lost jobs? Because I have a list of people. Like probably 3/4 of my high school friends in Canada have lost their jobs.
I basically lost my job because my salary is cut in half. So
my.
That's really.
Yeah. I know. So that's basically, yeah, man. But while you guys are gonna answer this question, can we do something in the side chat? Is it okay with you guys?
What's going
the panel?
on? What's going
No,
on?
wait.
Jerry?
I want everyone in the side chat. I want everyone in the side chat to tell us, what do you think will work to solve this COVID-19 breakout problem around the world?
Okay,
is it a virus?
To it.
Is it a virus? A vaccine? Is it the end of the world? Or what do you think? What can we do to get this virus thing away from us? Drop that answers in the side chat. I think we will read them out. Mine is, I'm just going to lead you guys into something. I'm a positive guy, but I can tell you here. Mine is, I believe the virus must kill itself. There's no way of stopping this goddamn thing. The virus must stop by itself. It's like a mother nature thing. The virus must decide, okay, I punished the human being for long enough. I will just disappear. So drop your answers in the side chat while the panel are busy answering Alex's question.
Jerry, I tend to agree with you on this one. Waiting for the vaccine is...
It's a waste, man, waiting.
Well, I don't think it's a waste. I mean, I think it's, we got a shot. There's a lot of smart people in this world, a lot of laboratories working on this, a lot of money being put at this. So we got a shot, but I can only hope that this nasty virus ends up just dying itself out, like, how it's done on other things. But I mean, it's, I don't know. Guys, I thought this thing would blow over in a few weeks.
Me too.
Because I thought, okay, SARS, yeah, okay, yeah, and Asia's pretty prepared for it. It's not like, you had to tell people over here how to get ready. As soon as it hit the news here, everyone's like, okay, we went into, the preparation mode right away. And the interesting thing that, and some people might find offensive, but this really has helped a lot. Now, some people might find it's an invasion of privacy, but we have followed what the Chinese have done, and that's our codes. That's that's our QR codes that allow us in. We get a report back that tells us what stores we visited over the last 30 days. Where have we been? Has there been any cases? Did anybody have COVID at 2:30 in the afternoon at this store at a shopping mall? And we would know right away. It'll shut our app down. It'll put us right into red mode right away. So at least that's technology doing its part. Now, some people might think that's an invasion. I can see that and understand that, because I have friends that say, the hell with this. I'm not showing them my phone. I'll put my phone number down. Yeah, that could work too, but who knows? Is it working where you guys are with the apps?
Well, that's a good point. Technology can win the virus is maybe one of the one of the answers. I don't know. Let's go to the girls, Blondie and China.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm
like
hoping...
honestly.
Like I
What
hope
do you think?
there'll be a vaccine, but at the same time, like it seems to be mutating this thing. So I don't know the science behind the whole thing. There's some interesting comments in my chat, which I don't know how to feel about it, but it's like, us humans, we are a form of virus ourselves, and maybe instead of COVID being the virus, us humans are the virus and COVID are the antibody, which is an interesting way of thinking about it. I do feel like we are putting like a lot of pressure on our Earth, and the environment isn't exactly going in a great way. So yeah, as I said earlier, I hope that maybe this is able to remedy some of the problems in our environment, and hopefully it forces us to think more about how we can, because ultimately, I guess, can we say that COVID has come from, no, COVID hasn't come from global warming, no, but a lot of other problems have.
maybe. But it's interesting, guys. I'm going to make another point here. I got really ill in December, and I vlogged on it. I vlogged this, and I was at the hospital. I did so many tests back then. Maybe half of this panel has already had it.
I was swimming in the freaking Yangtze River in Wuhan in November, end of November, like.
Like, we don't know. We might have the and have a look at this. Have a look at this comment on here. On the page here, we humans are inherently arrogant, believing that human effort, resources, manpower, brain power can conquer nature, but nature is far more insidious than we can comprehend. Maybe it has to go through all of us.
Exactly. And I hear Nico coughing time and again over there.
I have asthma.
All right. You can get
The aircon's on, and I have asthma, so.
All right.
That's why. But obviously, yeah, if I got it, it would.
I most
don't
probably
get it because, I do have lung problems already. So.
I think it's true what Alex says. Most of us had it most probably already. We just didn't know it. I don't know.
I mean, I've seen some people have what they thought was really bad flu this like about December and January. I mean, it was bad. And some people were really sick. Your mom said the same?
In the UK, she said a lot of people were really, really sick. Like, obviously, not like more lung than the flu, because obviously, we do get the flu a lot in the UK. And she said that everybody's now thinking, well, maybe we already had it. Maybe we had it back then, and we just didn't realize. But I don't know.
I've got another question, guys. Going out now, I'm not sure if, before when you weren't feeling well or you maybe had a cough or sniffles and stuff like that, but just in society right now, I'm not sure if I would go out now like I would before, kind of like if I had a bit of a, not the flu, but if I had a cough or something, I'm almost would feel a little bit embarrassed to cough in public at the moment. That's how weird it is. That's how much of a weird effect. Does anybody share that, or is it just me thinking crazy here?
No, dude, you are right.
In a store or have a little sniffle, like there's always like 30 pairs of eyeballs on you.
Yeah, I'm like super allergic to quite a lot of things as well, and so I've constantly kind of got something wrong with me anyway. So yeah, it's a bit like if I have to take my inhaler, or if I'm just kind of doing exercise and I'm affected by it. Yeah, it's not good. I don't really like it.
I feel like it's definitely changed the culture as far as, you can't really go out now compared to 6 months ago. Definitely I would have gone out if I just had like the sniffles or a small cough.
Yeah.
But now if you cough in public, you of course need to wear a mask here in California. It's mandatory as of last week in California. Everyone has to wear a mask, and I mean, it's really changed the whole vibe of if someone coughs, it's like, who coughed around here? Even I'm looking around to see who's coughing, and I'm going to stay away from that person for sure.
Here's a good question, guys. I'm putting it up for the panel. Have a look at your screens, and maybe we can. This is interesting. I'm going to let the China crew have a shot at this because it's really an interesting question. when I came back from Chongqing and I started putting my videos out, I had members of my family ask me, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What? Why do they have to be videos in China?" I said, "Because I've been to China. I love it. I was having a great time there." And some people are actually concerned that I was putting them out during this time, and that's, I think, where it came to, this Italy thing that we spoke about at the start of the program, where people started blaming nations, and I felt, you know what, I got to put these videos out. I have to start, and Kurt came up with the idea to do some live streams to give a voice to China, and this is a perfect question. In regards to technology control, the general view is that China is super controlling. Is this true? And if so, do you think it is helpful for society? Now, that is a very appropriately asked question. So does somebody want to answer that or help answer that?
I think let's give it to one of the, either the guest or the two girls.
I'm good not to. It's too late for thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously we use a VPN to access, and everybody thinks that it's just, well, how can you do that? You're going to get arrested, you're going to get shut down, and it's just not really like that at all. And I think people think that, obviously, there are certain parts of the internet that is blocked, but it's kind of like an unwritten rule that it's okay. And I think with this like QR code and technology thing, as long as you're not breaking the law, then you're not gonna, you're not doing bad things. Then I don't mind. Like, I don't mind showing my QR code. I don't mind that they know where I am, because I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, I'm getting kept safe, and I'm getting kept safe from this thing that's happening, this virus and stuff. So I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it actually as quite a good thing, which I've said in my videos. Like, I like if somebody was infected and they could get in touch with me and say, well, look, actually, you went to this place, don't go out for 2 weeks. That's a good thing in my eyes. Like, it's not controlling. I think it's trying to help.
I'm gonna look at this question again. Guys, this question is not a negative question. It's actually, it's asked quite well. Is this true? And if so, do you think it's helpful for society? So it's a very polite way to ask this, instead of saying, I heard that you can't do this, and I heard you can't do that. I answered, this is a question that I do, pretty much all my friends ask me, what about the control? They can't go on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Yes, because they got Bilibili, and they have Douyin, and they have a lot of other social networks that they're very happy with. And when we had Xiao on the program, and when I met her when I was in Chongqing, I said, do you what part of the internet do you miss? Like, are you missing? Do you feel like you're missing something? She says, well, I can shop. That's done. I can message. That's done. I have a mapping program. That's done. I have all my social networkings. That's done. If I want to go watch American news or Australian news, I can do that too. But actually, I don't want to because I'm very happy with my life in China. So this whole thing about they're blocked to do that. I mean, there are a lot of countries that block a lot of sites. It's not just China, but it's this whole thing that, if I can give you an example, when people come off the plane here in Thailand from China, they turn their mobile phones on and they're not saying, we need to get on Google now. We need to see what this is all about. It's like, yeah, okay, there's Google. Yeah, okay, there's Facebook. It's not, I'm not sure why there's this, and, sometimes they do, and this can be to my American friends there, fake news. Depends what way you want to look at it. And China doesn't, they want to block and filter some stuff that cause problems. So I don't know. Maybe Lost Expat, you can help me out. I'm digging. Maybe I'm digging myself a deeper hole here, but.
No, I think that China did a pretty good job on containing it as soon as they realized it was a serious problem. But of course, there's things that could have been done a little bit differently. But honestly, if you compare it to the U.S. response, it's so much better. We were denying it that we even had it in our country because we were just not testing. We had the don't test, don't tell policy, and China just was testing like crazy in Wuhan. And even right now in Beijing, you can see they're not joking around. They have just like 100 or 250 cases or something. Now they've tested like 2 million people or 1 point something million people. It's insane. The US, we're just starting to test millions of people now, but we needed to test millions of people back in March or even earlier. And we needed to set those things up in place back in February, but we just used all of February and all of late January to say, we don't have it here. Oh, there's only one case. It's going to be gone by next week. I mean, you know who I'm talking about, the guy with the orange hair. I mean, he really was in denial the whole time about the virus. And
I think
he's always saying how such a great job he's doing, but he's not been doing a job at all.
You know, Lost, I mean, that's the setup in your country. I mean, you're in California, right? So you have a Democratic and you have a Republican parties there, right? And then you have independents. So you're going to have a division. I might ask somebody on, in a red state, and they would have a completely different opinion about this, right? So, that's not helping the problem here. And the problem is that, and I've gone over this a couple times, we've gone past the part of politics here. Politics went out the window months ago on, I think, just about every country. No one knows how to deal with this because they've never had to deal with this before. So we can't necessarily rely on governments to pretty much get us out of this, because some things could make it worse. It could absolutely make it worse. Imagine if they said to me tonight, okay, you're going for 6 more months of lockdown. I'm going to say it again and again and again. Help the person, knock on your neighbor's door. If you don't know who your neighbor is, find out. If you have never met them, when I grew up, when I was 5 years old, I knew who my next door neighbor was to my next door neighbor. Advanced 30 or 40 years, nobody even knows who their neighbor are. Knock on the door, find out who they are. Sit down, have a coffee with them. If you need to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't want to wear a mask. Ask them how they're doing. And I think it's humans that are going to be the only way we're going to get through this, because governments, guys, we can only rely so much on governments. I mean, they're pushing the envelope on printing money. It's gone. I mean, I don't know. I'm a trader. I trade these financial markets. There is no rhythm to these financial markets at all. They should not be where they are today, but they are. They're near their. I think the Nasdaq hit an all-time record last week. How? But anyway, so everybody's hitting the panic button, and I just think, you know what? It's just going to take more communication and humans to communicate with each other and try to work our way out of this and help each other, because I don't think it's going to be the virus that's the big problem now. It's going to be the people that have missed really important surgeries, maybe because hospitals were set aside planning for it. It's going to be people that are stuck at home that don't know how to cope. I know how to cope being at home, okay, because I work from home. But can you imagine taking somebody that used to be in a routine, 9 o'clock, wake up at 8 o'clock, put their shoes on, get in that car, get to work, come home from work, spend 2 hours with their loved one, go to bed and repeat. Now imagine coming home with that person full time, then that one person loses a job, then another person loses a job. And that is where humans have not been pressed. I don't know how to get. How do you get 40 million people back to work in America? How do you get 32 million people outside this door back on there? The government says, oh, we're going to open the shopping malls. Let's go. They opened the shopping malls here. nobody turned up because a lot of the tourism funds these malls and the borders are closed. So this is a vicious circle that we're in. And it's like I said, you know, we're way past the political part on this. You guys can disagree or agree with me, but we're way past the part of blaming this on any politicians now. We got to get out of this mess. And I don't know, as Jerry, maybe the virus burns out. I'm searching for answers too.
Right.
Let's hope.
I hope it
Yeah,
goes
man.
away soon. I really want to get back to Asia and travel, go to the Philippines, China, Vietnam. I just couldn't believe I had such a good 2020 plan, and now, of course, it's like the worst year for travel.
Well, at least one thing I can do is when the flights come back, please visit me, Lost Expat in Bangkok. Come stay with me. Don't book a hotel room. Come stay with me, and maybe you and I can get a ticket together, because I am dying to get back into China too, because I want to film this place. I mean, it's close to my heart. I've gained 20,000 subscribers since I put out my videos here, and people want to see the content. It's just, my heart's aching right now. So if whatever we can do together as a community, even we have amazing subscribers out there. We really do, guys, don't we? I mean, these subscribers are amazing. The stuff, the things that they say to us, they keep us going all the time. They keep us positive. Sure, some people get pissed off, but gotta remember,
the weasels.
yeah, well, everybody gets those. But I mean,
The weasel.
we all gotta,
I call them weasels.
you know,
Yeah.
we're here for the subscribers. We're a voice for the subscribers, and we're trying our best. So guys, I'm going to give everybody a minute. We're going to wrap it up here, and I'm going to start with Amy, then I'm going to go to Nico, then I'm going to go to Jerry, then I'm going to go to Lost Expat, and then we'll come back around to me. So Blondie, over to you. Tell us what's cooking going on with you this week or whatever. Now's your time.
Yeah, things are pretty chill here. Thinking about going out and filming some content tomorrow. Got a meet up this Sunday. So if you're in Sydney and would like to meet up, follow me on Facebook if you have Facebook. But we're going to be meeting up at 10 a.m. By the fountain in Hyde Park. So would love to see you there if you're from Sydney. Also, it is a Dragon Boat Festival tomorrow. So that's Duanwujie. Go eat some zongzi, which is the rice in the leaves, or row some dragon boats. Yes, so have a happy Dragon Boat Festival, everyone.
Well, Amy, thank you very much. And don't forget, if you're not subscribed to Amy's channel, in the description below, just click subscribe and pay attention to her community channel. And she's got all her socials all over her channel. We're going to Nico. Thank you, Amy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, happy Dragon Boat Festival, everyone. We are going to maybe have a day off tomorrow and do something fun, but I'm not entirely sure what's open here in Beijing. So maybe just go for some food somewhere. And then we are going to film a few videos this weekend, hoping to film 3, but we'll see if that happens or not. And we have a video coming out on Monday, which features Jack, and it's going to be our highs and lows since we've been living in China. So it should be hopefully a good one, quite like a personal one. Should be funny, I'm sure, because we've done some hilarious things. So yeah, I hope you'll watch that on Monday night at 9 p.m. is when I release a video for the week. So tune into that. And yeah, I hope you all have a good week. And subscribe to my channel if you don't.
What an absolute pleasure to have you on here as well tonight, Nico. It's been great, and thank you very much. And I'm going to go on to the best voice in live stream. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Blondie in China, thank you so much for staying up late, joining us tonight. Nico, the beautiful Nico, this time I'm telling you are beautiful because you are. Thank you for joining. And then we have Lost Expat that joined us tonight. Super cool to meet you, brother, online. Awesome, guys. Go check him out. And then Alex the Great, thank you for hosting us tonight. That was awesome. Guys, I know I promise every week I'm going to put out a video, but I'm seriously busy with the streaming and, you know, things are getting a little bit busy over here in China. But I will release a video soon. Otherwise, just click that subscribe button on my channel and make sure that you tune in every time I go live. And like I say, be brave, go click the like on all these channels, and also the share button. So from my side, don't be a weasel, stay cool, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, guys.
And we're going over to Lost Expat. Now is your time. Something you want to say to everybody out there?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you, Alex, for having me on. It's been really fun. It's my first live stream ever, to be honest, and that's maybe one of the reasons why I couldn't really get the stuff to work right. It's a lot of fun, though. Thank you so much. And I really would love to take you, Alex, to Ningxia, which is a city with the Chinese pyramids. It's the oldest pyramids in the world, older than the Egyptian period. So it's definitely a popular place to go. Well, actually, it's not so popular. I've never seen a YouTuber actually go there. You can type it in, and you'll just find all this old videos from the 90s. There's no documentation on YouTube of Ningxia. I don't know. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I definitely would love to go there and document that place. It's right next to Inner Mongolia.
Wow.
Well, that sounds actually
fun.
that sounds very good. Yeah, totally fascinating, huh?
Yeah.
And what made you really want to go to that area? Of why is that interest to you? Like why?
Mostly because it hasn't been really explored by any YouTube person, and the pyramids are not really touched. You can walk many miles, and you can walk and find all these pyramids and these parts of the pyramids that are kind of like destroyed. It's not been redone either. They haven't like made it into Chinese Disneyland. I'm sure they will someday. Maybe the first two pyramids are kind of like Chinese Disneyland because they kind of revamped them and made them like the Great Wall, like the tourist area. But if you walk like miles down, like my cousin, he went there like 7 years ago and he wanted me to go with him, but I was brand new to China and I didn't really want to ride on any trains at the time. And it's just like he told me all about it, and he said that the pieces of the pyramid are just lying around the pyramid, and it's so cool. And it's I've been to Myanmar and Angkor Wat, and you find all these places that have kind of been redone, but there apparently it's just not been touched. Like you can walk around there.
Wow.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to that. And thank you for joining the program tonight. I guess I'm going to round it up here, the show. I have a cracker of video coming out here in a couple of days. I've been editing it with my wife for about 3 days now. So it's a big roundup of uncut footage from Chongqing and some stuff that I didn't share on my visit. And as I gear up for China as well, Lost Expat and Jerry and Nico and Blondie, when my next visit comes, I will be there for at least 6 months. And our goal is to try to get a panel together to all meet in Wuhan, to do a show in Wuhan. And that's going to be our goal at the end there. Sorry, I just lost my voice. But, as this quote I put on the screen, the whole world has to change. It's up to each individual now to chip in. Even helping a neighbor or someone lonely goes a long way. That quote, please take that quote with you tonight as you're, leaving, and just call a friend or meet a friend. Just the time is right now. Anyway, from all of us here on China Chat, thank you very much for everybody that's queued in and come into the show. We will take it out of there. And hey, don't forget to subscribe and share and hit that like button. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Be brave.